Hello, everyone. Welcome to a 2v2 battle where me and good old Karl Franz are going to be trying to bring the pain to a rebellious Imperial faction over here and the Wood Elves. So I have not brought Balthazar Gelt in, I don't know, let's say like 8 months. I don't think really most people have because he's, for the most part, utterly crap and his lore was really terrible. Well, in the latest patch, his lore was upgraded slightly with the Plague of Rust here. It was increased by minus 15 to minus 30. Its upgraded form is minus 60. Its duration was increased. Other durations of other spells were increased, and their spell costs were relatively all lowered. So it is a better lore. I'm still don't know if it's really a great lore, but it is better. Balthazar Gelt also comes with this unique Staff of Volans, which will increase the power recharge rate, and power reserves, which is actually a kind of cool item. In the most part, though, Balthazar Gelt is still one of the weaker legendary heroes, or lords. But you know, here he is. He's in this video game. The rest of my army, though, we have 2 flying Imperial captains. We have a front line of swordsmen. Behind those, I'm taking Free Company militia, including the Sternless Revenge, 2 halberdiers, and 2 Reichsguard. Then also over here, we have the Hellblaster volley gun, and my ally actually also took a Hellblaster volley gun, which is very odd. You don't usually see these, but I'm testing this out. I was told that the Hellblaster volley gun, their bullets were actually increased. I guess we can just check this, because it used to be 9, I think? Yeah, I think it used to be 9 shots per volley, and now it's 18 shots per volley. So they have a lot of armor-piercing damage potential if all of their shots hit, so I wanted to test that out, and I'm assuming maybe my ally did as well. So for my ally's army here, we have 3 greatswords, 2 crossbows, Karl Franz, steam tank, and the Hellblaster volley gun, and that is their army with 2 Reichsguard over here. I'm seeing a lot of Reichsguard play now, because their cost was decreased by 100, and that kind of just makes them feel very good. Like at 1200, they were like, they're alright. But at 1100, that 100 difference just makes them like a world of difference, it seems like. Because I'm seeing them all over the place, and I'm bringing them more. But over here for the Wood Elf, we have 2 Deepwood Scouts with the Swift Shiver Shards. Say that 3 times fast. We have a front line of Eternal Guards, and then 3 Glade Guards with Hadbane tips back here being led by Durthu. And the enemy Imperial player, we have a Steam Tank, we have 2 Handgunners, 2 Halberdiers, a line of upgraded Swordsmen being led by General of the Empire on a horse, and then 2 Great Swords, and then also Reichsguard back here along with a Outrider with grenade launchers. And then there is also 2 Wild Riders, there they are, 2 Wild Riders from the Wood Elf player over here. The numbers, relatively even. They do have us up couple hundred there, but probably because of all the artillery that we're bringing. So let's start this one out. So the spells I took: Plague of Rust, Gehenna's Golden Hounds, and the bombardment spell, Searing Doom. And again, most of the costs of all of these were decreased a little bit, so I'm going to be using all 3 of them. The attack spells more often than the Plague of Rust. I think I actually only used that once, but being able to lower an enemy's armor by 60 for 44 seconds is no small thing. So over here, I'm going to have our 2 Imperial Captains take out these Deepwood Scouts, because why not? They're also being fired upon by my ally's Hellblaster volley gun. I deployed my Hellblaster thinking that there may be an enemy deployment over here, but there's not, so I'm going to have to pull it back all the way over here. It's going to take some time. Here's the first spell. I cast an Overcast Searing Doom, trying to hit as many units as I could. Doesn't do that much damage because most of it was actually in hitting nothing. But I'm just testing it out because it's a spell I never used. And then Gehenna's Golden Hounds. So this spell, they said they made a change so that it can impact light units more frequently. Or something like that. And you can see one Gehenna's Golden Hounds really messed up these 2 Eternal Guard, which, that's not bad. That's definitely not bad. It seems to do pretty well against these light armored units. So over here, my Imperial Captains are still just kind of dealing some damage to these Deepwood Scouts and also taking damage from the Eternal Guard. Durthu's going to be coming up here soon. We have another Searing Doom for Balthazar Gelt. Unfortunately, it does kind of miss most of the targets here because they were continuing to move. I'm going to be flying Balthazar Gelt like all over the place, just dodging missile fire for the most part. I'm going to be getting our Reichsguard past the Eternal Guard line here and trying to get into these Glade Guard that are, squishy targets. Enemy Imperial players are going to start moving up, getting their handgunners in position. You can see the Wild Riders coming in here against the Reichsguard. This is not a fight that the Wild Riders want. They destroy low armored units. Reichsguard are about the exact opposite of low armored units. So they're also getting peppered by the crossbow. The enemy Steam Tank and the Hellblaster volley guns are going to be pouring fire into here. And both me and my ally were firing at the Steam Tank, but you can see they actually hide it behind this terrain, which is a good call because we were about to tear the thing to pieces. Meanwhile, my army is taking a slow march over here. We're finally about to get a swordsman line. Behind them is going to be the Free Company line. Balthazar Gelt casting another Gehenna's Golden Hounds, I think. Yeah. And look at that, it just stops most of them dead in their tracks. They take a decent amount of damage, but unfortunately it's going to kind of go over here. But it's a relatively cheap spell now. I think it's like around 11 or so when you cast it unupgraded. Empire Captains, status update here. One is almost dead. Actually, I think it's over here, yeah. So one got terrified and almost killed by Durthu, but for the most part, the other one is still relatively unscathed. Halberdiers moving into formation, trying to catch this Eternal Guard that's chasing off my Reichsguard. Other Reichsguard is getting terrified by Durthu and being chased off by the Eternal Guard. And again, I'm just starting to now get my swordsmen up here to fight against the enemy's Eternal Guard. I'm going to be flying our Empire Captains. There's a lot happening because it's 2v2. So I'm going to be flying my Empire Captains over these lines and getting back into these Glade Guard. My two Reichsguard, this one's going to be coming down here along with my other Terrified one. And they're going to be doing rear charges against the enemy Imperial player as they are going to bear down upon my ally. And my Hellblaster Volley Gun, for the most part, is going to be just kind of firing at random units. I haven't fired at Durthu, but then he walks out, so I haven't fired at Swordsmen. Then I think like Riflemen or something. Just various targets. My ideal target was the steam tank, but the enemy is keeping it just kind of protected behind that terrain. So that's what's going to be happening with the battlefield over here. And I'm saying this right now because we're mainly going to be focusing up here on what's going on against these Wood Elves. Dodging some incoming fire, I have overcasted and suffered for it for a little bit. But that Staff of Volans, that's pretty good. It has a very high cooldown though, and it probably should since it adds to your power reserves, because that just kind of, you know, allows you to cast more stuff. Over here, the Eternal Guard that kind of got overextended is going to be held in place by the Swordsman and just shot to death by all these Free Company militia. There go my Reichsguard. They're about to go down and help assist my ally. Actually, we can just watch the battle like this so you can at least see what's going on over there. See the Hellblasters firing. So yeah, they're going to be sneaky and just going off to help my ally, doing some rear charges against, I think they're going to be going up against Great Swords for the most part. There go my Empire Captains going to try and cause some damage to the enemy ranged. Enemy handgunners been taken out by the Hellblaster Volley Guns and the crossbows over here, but they are still in the fight for the most part. Karl Franz below half health because he's fighting against Halberdiers, but the Reichsguard for the most part is also still doing pretty well against the enemy's Reichsguard and those Wild Riders still. Another Searing Doom on the archers over here, and I think Balthazar Gelt's just kind of resting back here. Yeah, there he is. Eventually I'm going to send Balthazar Gelt to fight in melee against some Glade Guard. Far away from anything that could cause him a lot of harm. We have an enemy Flock of Doom coming down on our Halberdiers. Halberdiers are going to be coming over here trying to chase down these Eternal Guard. One is then going to go and assist the ally player. And then the other one I think is going to fight Durthu, I believe. But right now, the Eternal Guard have just been hammered by the spells to the point where the swordsmen are not going to have too much of a problem in finishing them off here. The enemy cast the Curse of Unruh here on our Free Company, which was okay because they didn't have a shot anyway. So now I'm moving all my 4 Free Company into this forest so they can get some shots on whatever units they can reach. Another Gainer's Golden Hounds you see there. Durthu is going to try and finish this Empire Captain. He is going to survive this. He is terrified, but he will come back and survive. You can see my Reichsguard back there doing the rear charges. One actually got murdered by some great swords and halberdiers, but the other one's still kind of okay. Frontline of Eternal Guard did a quick withdrawal, and now we're going to re-engage, I believe, with these swordsmen. Again, we're getting our Free Company militia into position to shoot into their sides. Balthazar Gelt's just kind of hanging out. This is a spell from Durthu. Not going to finish off the Empire Captain, luckily, but almost does. So you can see we're now chasing these Glade Guard with a group of Halberdiers. The other one is assisting my ally and also my own Hellblaster Volley Gun against these Spearmen and Swordsmen. Not sure why these Swordsmen were chasing Durthu, but they are, and they're terrified. But the Empire Captain's back here still causing havoc amongst the enemy's archers, which they've been doing practically this entire battle. And now with the Free Company are not in the best position. They're really clumped up, but they are getting some shots into the backs of these Eternal Guard who are being held back in place by these Swordsmen. But you can see a very good Flock of Doom being cast here by Durthu, so I'm going to try and run these guys out. Right into some Wild Riders. So now we're going to be dealing with the Wild Riders. Going to try and get some shots in with the Free Company Militia. And now the Steam Tank is coming in, but it is out of range of my Hellblaster Volley Gun right now because I want to try and attack it. And him and Durthu, actually. But you can see at this point, the Empire Army is going to break, but they are going to come back right here, and they will gather for a second attack. But for the most part, we have broken their backs at this point. With their Steam Tank over here, not applying any terror over here, but I guess they are applying terror over here. But the thing is, Durthu also applies terror. So we have 2 terror units kind of stacking up on each other, which probably not the best, but yeah, you know, they're very powerful units. They're going to do some damage to, especially to my swordsman, my poor swordsman. So in melee combat, the Free Company Militia were able to actually kind of rebuke these Wild Riders just because they were nearly dead. We have another Gainer's Golden Hounds cast down here again because of the Arcane Conduit and his unique item, the Staff of Volans. You can get a lot of cast out of Balthazar Gelt as long as he is not sniped. That's kind of the problem, is that he's an easily sniped character. But if he can stay alive, man, he can cast and cast and cast. Over there, Empire Captain and some Reichsguard are still dealing with the enemy's archers. And now the steam tank and my Hellblaster volley gun are opening up on Durthu over here. You can see it firing from across the battlefield. Going to send these halberdiers, which went over there to assist my ally, and then they're going to come back into this fight. Free Company militia just pouring in fire into the steam tank. I'm sorry, into Durthu, trying to silence him. And the steam tank is going to try and get into my Stern's Revenge. So I'm going to pull them out and try to run interference with this Free Company militia, because I want their armor-piercing rounds to be firing. And back here, you can see the enemy army starting to break, or I'm sorry, shatter for good here. And we're going to get a mass shatter amongst the entire army here in just a moment, as we are sniping Durthu with our Hellblaster volley guns and the steam tank, doing a lot of damage to him that he cannot ignore. And at this point, I'm going to fast forward because the only thing left, you can see everything is shattering, is going to be the steam tank. I was waiting for them to just concede, but no, they're going to stick it out here for another 2 minutes to, I don't know, to see what damage their steam tank can do. I'm going to cast, it does allow me to save up enough mana to cast the Plague of Rust, which I have not done yet. But I am going to overcast it because it's only 6 mana, and it's going to last, I think, 44 seconds for 6 mana. Again, minus 60 armor. Pretty insane. Let's fast forward a little bit more. I cast 0 at some point. Just almost there. Any moment. Right now I'm getting some mana back from our Arcane Conduit, I believe, yeah. There we go. So you can see I overcast it. He is down to still 100 armor, but 100 is better than 160. So now we're going to pile on, and I'm going to charge him with the Empire Captains, and that's going to signal its doom with that charge there. And then we're going to get a victory. So good game to all those involved. It was nice to see the Hellblasters used, and, you know, Balthazar Gelt, he survived because they didn't have any flying units to take him down, basically. I brought these two captains flying just to try and protect him because, you know, we're facing off against an enemy Empire player and a Wood Elf player. The air is not exactly the safest spot for Gelt to be, so I had some interference here. Luckily, they didn't bring any Air Force, really, so we didn't have to worry about that. So Gelt, with the spells, he didn't have a quick melee fight against some archers, but for the most part, all these kills are from the various spells he casted throughout the battle. Empire Captains did a great job at crushing the enemy Glade Guard. Swordsmen did really well against the Eternal Guard because they were weakened by Balthazar Gelt's spells. Halberdiers did some work. The Free Company Militia, they really didn't get a chance to shine too much. They did put a lot of fire into Durthu there at the end, but they were mostly blocked by line of sight by my own swordsmen through most of that battle, but yeah, man. That's fine, I guess. Reichsguard, 107 kills in this one, 37. This is the one that charged in very early and got kind of surrounded, and it didn't really get to do too much after that. And then 65 kills on the Hellblaster volley gun, but it did do a lot of damage to Durthu, and I think it got some damage on the enemy steam tank. But yeah, I think this is an okay gun piece now. I don't know. Like, I still kind of maybe would just rather have 2 handgunners or even 2 outriders. I don't know. I'll do more testing with it. It seems cool, as long as you can keep it alive, I guess. For Camel Master Jedi, 87 kills on the Karl Franz. Great Swords did pretty good for the most part. Crossbows did okay. Reichsguard did about the same as me, but their Hellblaster volley gun, 162 kills, and then Steam Tank, 132 kills, which is amazing. For Fronet, 52 kills on Durthu, their Eternal Guard. Some of them did okay, but again, they were peppered multiple times by the Lore of Metal there, which did pretty good at shredding their low armor. The Glade Guard did not get any chance because I kept hounding them with either Reichsguard or the Empire Captains, and the Wild Riders did get a decent amount of kills considering they were fighting against high-armored Cav. And then for Dingleflop, Swordsmen did okay-ish, but they were fighting against Great Swords, so they didn't have much of a chance. The enemy's Great Swords got rear charged by Reichsguard and were getting pounded by all sorts of different like artillery pieces, so they didn't get a chance to do much. This steam tank, which was held in the back and then fought against me, did manage to eke out 136 kills, which is pretty good. Besides that, though, nothing really stands out. I forgot, that's right, they did have Outriders. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of the battle. I did not look at them at all. They only got 4 kills. I'm not sure what they did. Maybe I'll watch them in the cinematic view. So again, good games to Fronte, Dingleflop, and Camel Master Jedi. And let's go watch a cinematic view of Balthazar Gelt and good old Karl teaming up once again for the first time. I don't think that's facing the right way, like, considering where the shots are going. Those things do fire for a bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gelt definitely does have one of the coolest voices in the game. Hands down. And this is the most pitiful charge. Look at this. Look at this casual, like, what the heck was that? What was that? That was bad. That's what that was. Where are those Outriders? Oh, they're over there. That is a lot of artillery, man.
I am master of Shadow.
Quick march! Moving now! No lingering! Take the ground!
Onward!
As one! March! Quickly! Destroy it! Take the ground!
Moving faster!
Attack! Yes, sir! Take the ground! Let's be! Now! Formation march! We obey! Cast spells against us!
Go!
Yes, sir! Quickly! For France! Go! Attack! Sigma Preserver! Very well! Moving now! Yes! Quickly! Taking position! To battle! France! Get down!
There's a lot of Imperial soldiers on Imperial soldiers here, but I guess this is the enemy's Reichsguard.
Formation march! Quick march! Detachments move! Fire! At speed! Fire! Quick march! Shove on!
Hammer Spear. Nice.
Sigma Preserver! Moving now! Quick march! Yes, General! No lingering! Weapons drawn! Quick march! To battle! No lingering! To battle! Formation march! Now! In range! For the twin-tailed comet! Quick march! Death is nothing! Moving now! Shoot them! Yes, sir! Yes, General! Ready!
Look at this beautiful punk.
At speed!
We obey!
Detachments move!
Taking position! Taking position! For the twin-tailed comet! Enemy wizard spotted! On our way to battle! Formation! March! Yes! Moving now! Yes, my lord! All ranks, fire! At speed! Prepare for combat!
Hit that thing with your swords, friends.
No lingering!
And there we have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this 2v2 with some Balthazar, Gelt, and Hellblaster Volley Gun action. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.